If you are considering renewing your passport in Korea, there are two ways you can do that. First way is to use their recommended courier service. Now on their website, it actually says that they're accepting the US Passport Renewal Application via courier service only. But you can actually go to the embassy and drop off your application, and that is your second option. Whether you use a courier service or go to the embassy, you'll need 4 things. One is to fill out a DS-82 US Passport Renewal Application. This must be filled out using the passport wizard provided on their website. They are no longer accepting application filled out by hand. Second thing you'll need is your old passport. Third is your US passport photo. Now bear in mind, US passport photos and Korean passport photos are different in size. So when you go to a photo studio, you need to request for a US passport photo. I would recommend going to a bigger city to get your pictures taken. Because if you live in a rural area like me, then they will charge you 20,000 won for 4 photos. That is insane. Let me show you how to apply for the DS-82 US Passport Renewal Application. Google US Embassy Seoul. Then you're gonna press Passport Services. Once you get into the website, you're going to click on DS-82 US Passport Renewal Application. Then you're gonna scroll down to Renewal for Adults. Now as you can see, it says you can renew your existing passport without a personal appearance at the embassy if all of these criteria are met. 1. I can submit my most recent US passport book by mail with my renewal application. 2. I was at least 16 years old when my most recent US passport book was issued. 3. I was issued my most recent US passport book less than 15 years ago. 4. My most recent US passport book has a validity of 10 years from issuance to expiration. 5. The US passport book that I am renewing has not been mutilated, damaged, lost, or stolen. 6. I currently use the same name as appears on my most recent US passport book, or I have had my name changed by marriage, divorce, or court order and can submit proper certified documentation to reflect my name change with my renewal application. And lastly, I have a social security number. Before you start your application using the Passport Wizard, you're going to need 3 things. Your passport, your social security number, and a printer. Passport Wizard is not an actual application. It's a form filler tool. So it allows you to electronically enter your data without saving any of the information. So let's say you finish the whole process and you print it out and you notice an error. You're gonna have to start all over again because it doesn't save any of your information. Now after you're done with your application, this is the form that you would have to print out. Now if you look over here, it says where do I mail this application? It has 3 addresses. You won't be sending your application to these addresses. You'll be sending it through the courier service to the embassy. So if you scroll down, you'll be printing out page 5 and 6. Now I mentioned before, if you go to a photo studio and your photographer doesn't know the dimensions of your US passport photo, just give him a picture of this and he should know what to do. Now before you use the courier service, you would have to take care of the fee of the $110 US, and they do not accept cash or personal checks. Now I'm gonna click on the fee, and if you scroll down, they tell you 3 options accepted via courier service Ilyang. One is a pay.gov, which is a US government secure payment site. Second one is the international money order from banks in Korea, and third one is USPS domestic money orders. Now for the international money orders, there must be a barcode, numeric code in the bottom of the money order. There must be a bank information on the money order. Money orders must be payable to cashier FMC US Embassy Seoul in the exact amount in US dollars. Your name and local Korean phone number must be written on the back of the money order. the money order must be issued within the last 6 months. It is not mandatory that the money order is issued under the applicant's name. You may ask someone else to have the money order issued on your behalf. Now, these are 2 examples of international money orders. Now, please be advised that international money orders and bank checks are 2 separate things, and many small banks do not carry international money orders. So please make sure to call the banks and ask them if they have international money orders. Once you have all your documents ready, you could click on the courier service, which opens up to this page, and it explains what the courier company does for you. It provides a round-trip service, bringing your material to the US Embassy, then bringing your processed documents back to your door. For more details about the courier service, cost, time, schedule, pickup, etc., please contact the courier company directly. The courier will request payment when picking up your passport and again when delivering it back to you. Now they give you a list of phone numbers and a website that you could click on. Everything is in Korean. I could not find any English translation, so I asked my dad to contact them, and I was supposed to do everything through the courier service. But because I couldn't get the international money order, I had to go to the embassy, and I used the courier service just to get my new passport, and I paid 9,000 won for the delivery service. Now, if you decide to go to the embassy like me, then you would have to make an appointment, and you could click here and it will open up to the appointment system for American Citizen Services. And it explains applicants visiting the embassy will be allowed to check in only 1 cell phone and 1 set of electronic car keys before entering the building. No other devices will be permitted, but they do allow you to bring your bag. So once you arrive in the waiting room, you will need to take a number ticket and wait for that number ticket to be called. And I waited around 30 minutes, and during that time, you could fill up this passport delivery service slip. And this is the slip that the courier service uses. And you could fill out the form in Korean or English. The security guy told me to write it in Korean, but I'm sure if you wrote it in English, it will still be delivered to you. So I forgot to mention there's an actual photo booth in the waiting room. So if you're okay with mediocre photos, you can either bring $10 or 10,000 won in cash. So let's click here to make an appointment. Click on Make Appointment and Passport Services other than adding pages. Click here and Submit. Now it has all the available dates. You choose whatever suits you. And it will give you the appointment time slots. I'm gonna choose one. Input your surname, given name, date of birth, and all the other rest of information. And make sure you read the Privacy Act notice. Click on it. So it opens to your appointment details. It's good to print out this page or take a picture of it because it has your appointment password. If you needed to change or postpone or cancel your appointment, you will need your appointment password to change all of that. So once you have completed your passport appointment, you'll get an email from Seoul Info ACS with the subject Passport Appointment Confirmation. It will tell you your appointment date and all the instructions that you will need to take before coming to the embassy. I forgot to mention that I paid $110 in cash when I went to the embassy, and it took exactly 2 weeks for me to get my new passport. Someone from the courier service had given me a call telling me when he will be coming to my apartment. So let's open up the new passport. So I have my old passport, which has holes here. And then inside this envelope has my new passport. Ta-da!